Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Stories with Pastor Macy. We are doing Christmas stories every day, the month of December, and we are unwrapping today story number 8. So let's see what we're reading today. Good job. Today's story is Secret Christmas Ornaments. The story of Klaus Reinhardt's Secret Christmas Ornaments. It is written by Charles Drummond and illustrated by Daniel Gill. All right. I had come to Germany's largest open-air market with hopes of finding a special Christmas ornament for my new grandson. But my disappointment was increasing as daylight rapidly faded and weary merchants began packing away their assorted wares. As I headed for the exit, a flicker of light caught my attention. I turned and noticed a time-worn wagon tucked deep in the shadows. It appeared to be a gypsy wagon from some fairy tale come alive. The flickering light grew in intensity and drew me in as it glowed orange and warm from a small metal barrel. A man appeared, accompanied by a young girl. The man was very old. On the far side of the wagon, partially sheltered from the wind, sat a wooden crate. It was old and weather-beaten like the gypsy himself. I guessed the man to be at least 90, and the girl a tenth his age. "Hello," I said in English, not confident in my German. The old man nodded. "Do you have any Christmas ornaments?" I asked. The girl translated my question into a dialect that I did not recognize, but I supposed it was some sort of German. The old gypsy gestured towards the box on the ground, and the small girl delivered his answer. "Just these, and they are very special." "You have a pickle ornament?" I asked. An old German legend promises good fortune for the lucky child who finds or is given a pickle ornament on Christmas Day. The old man nodded, motioning again towards the box. He pulled a stool from beneath the wagon and dropped down onto it. I moved the crate, but he stopped me. The girl spoke. "He says you have to hear the story of the ornaments before you can look at them." The girl's voice had a musical quality as she translated the unfolding tale. "Many years ago, in the small German village of Lauschka, lived a boy named Klaus Reinhardt." The gypsy looked up and repeated the name Lauschka, as if it had special significance. I smiled. I was familiar with the village in the former East Germany, famous for skilled glass artisans and the birthplace of glass Christmas ornaments. It was a big family dinner, the midnight mass, and the gifts that would be exchanged or left by St. Nicholas. But most of all, he loved the brightly decorated tree, with its tiny candles and delicate glass ornaments. Each year, Klaus would bring out the box of ornaments as the family gathered around the tree. But each year, Klaus would drop one of the precious ornaments. It soon became one of the Reinhardt family traditions. The family would gather to decorate the tree, and Klaus would break another ornament. His bad luck with the glass ornaments only increased his enthusiasm for the traditional game of hunting for the glass pickle. Carefully hidden by his parents in the branches of the Christmas tree, he knew if he found it, the bad luck that caused him to break the ornaments would change forever. But Klaus' luck in finding the elusive pickle was no better than his luck in handling the other ornaments. As Klaus and his friends grew from boys into young men, many of them began apprenticeships as glass blowers in small glass studios and workshops in the village. Though he loved the beauty of the glass and the ornaments, Klaus feared his bad luck with glass ornaments would only continue if he trained as a glass blower. Instead, he applied for an apprenticeship with the village tinsmith and was quickly accepted. Young Klaus was bright and hard-working and soon became a skilled journeyman, creating a variety of handsome items for the shop's customers. But Christmas ornaments were still his love and passion. One night in the tin shop, Klaus began work on his very own ornament. It was not a glass ornament, but an ornament made from tin. He worked late into the night, and as the morning sun began to light the top of the hill behind the village, he finally finished. It was a pickle. Beautiful and shiny, as light as glass, but it was better than glass, he thought. It wouldn't break. And so it went for many years. Working secretly at night, Klaus created a magical array of tin ornaments. He made nutcracker shoulders and beautiful angels and glorious St. Nicholas. He made tin bells, tin stars, and tin fruit. He designed special tools and techniques that produced shapes never before done in tin. Fearing mockery from his family and other townspeople, Klaus told no one about his secret, except for one person, a young gypsy boy who lived with his family in a small camp just outside the village. His friend had a natural gift for painting, and soon the two young men were working side by side, Klaus creating the beautiful shapes, and his friend bringing them to life with a rainbow of bright colors. But the world was changing, and the Great War came. Following the war, even greater changes came to the land that was home for Klaus and his gypsy friend. I had lost track of time as the old gypsy continued his story through the tiny voice of the young girl. But the fire was now glowing hot from red embers. I thought I noticed the gypsy's eyes grow misty as he told of the day that Klaus and his family said goodbye to friends and neighbors and in the dark left Lauschka for a better life in the West. The Reinhardt family hoped to return someday when things were different. Before Klaus left, the two friends took elaborate steps to hide the tools and precious ornaments. They wrapped the ornaments and tools in oiled paper and packed them tightly in a wooden crate. They pulled the heavy planks from the floor of the workshop and placed the crate in the space beneath, replacing the timbers exactly as before. The girl told how the gypsy and his family had also left the village and headed farther east. The last conversation between Klaus and his friend was about the secret ornaments. Klaus had promised him that when he returned, he would no longer keep the ornaments a secret. He wanted the world to see them and share their beauty. 50 years passed, and now the old gypsy returned to the village looking for Klaus, but no one had heard from the Reinhardt family or knew where they were. Remembering where Klaus had hidden his beloved ornaments, the gypsy returned to the abandoned tin shop and retrieved the heavy crate from beneath the floor. The young girl paused and looked at the gypsy on his stool. "The old man is tired now," said the girl, "and he fears he will never find his friend. He wants his friend's dream to come true. He wants the world to see the beautiful Christmas ornaments that Klaus has created," she said. The old gypsy then turned to me and with his thin, bony hand pointed to the wooden crate. He nodded and smiled and spoke for the last time to the young girl before climbing the steps and vanishing through the door of his old wagon. "He wants you to take the crate and share the ornaments with the world. but he wants you to keep a single ornament, a very special ornament, a tin pickle to give your grandson. The end. I don't know if you have heard of the tradition of the pickle. I happen to have a pickle on my Christmas tree every year. I actually have two pickles. I have a smaller tree and then our full-size tree, and there's one on each. One is ceramic and the other one is glass. In our household, we don't believe in luck, but we do believe in the goodness of God and in God's blessings. And I hope that this year, whether you have a pickle with your lunch today or a pickle hanging on your tree, that you will be blessed and that you will remember the wonderful story of friendship that comes with this story of Klaus Reinhardt's secret Christmas pickle. Have a wonderful afternoon. We will see you tomorrow for story number 9. Bye.